Hello everyone! Hello, this is Annie-Marie. I'm from the Crystal Blossom Sisters, or also known as the Surya Empowerment Movement. Welcome here. We are delivering you another session of a Chair Burlesque. As the name suggests, for today's class you'll need a chair, and then we will be dancing to some uplifting music. Today we are bringing a little bit of a Latin Spanish vibe because you all very enjoy that. And it's very sunny, so why not? What you will need for today's session, once again, you'll need a chair. You'll need quite a bit of a space around. As I said, we will be moving and walking around a chair. So let's make as much space as you possibly can. There is nothing on the floor you can trip over or slip. We are dancing bare feet. Ideally, no shoes. But if you prefer to have shoes on, feel free to keep your shoes on. Just make sure once again that it's a nice firm shoe, that the shoe won't slip or that you will lose the shoe. We want to prevent any injuries. It's all for your own health and safety. How we will run through the session, we will start with a warm-up, so we will get a little bit more into our body. Then I'll take you through the routine and we finish it with a quick cool down. As I will be taking you through the routine, I'll teach you 3 to 5 moves at a time. We'll practice it several times without the music. Then we will put the music on, practice with some music, and then we'll start adding on. Then we will add a couple of more moves. We will be doing them without the music and with the music. So, hopefully that makes all sense. If you have any questions, please message us in the comments. In fact, let us know in the comments if you've joined any of our classes. If so, if you have any of your favorite and where you're from, and if you have a nice and sunny day as we have up here in Manchester. So, let's start with our warm-up. Let's come to a nice and seated position, lifting your heels nice and high, and then from here we will come into our full split, keeping your arms nice and long, and we will start with our head. So let's look up and looking down. Let's look up and down. One more time, look up and down. Bring your head to the center, look one way, then the opposite. Now let's do this 2 more times, looking side to side. And last one. Let's bring your head to the center, half circles or full head circles. And then from here we bring chin to your chest, slowly roll your head. Rise both of your hands up and above your head, and then we come into a side stretch. As you breathe in, come to the center, and as you exhale, side stretch to the opposite way. And let's do this 2 more times on each side, getting into that side body. And last one. Bring your hands up and above your head, interlace your fingers, flip the hands against the ceiling. Inhale to reach it tall. Slide them in front of your chest, and then we press it away. Inhale to reach in front of your chest and press it away. One more time. Inhale to take it up in front of your chest and press it away. Release your hands, give them a nice big shake. Bring the hands alongside of your body, close the legs, we lean back. Extend your legs in front of you, and either you're keeping them on the ground. If you have a little bit more strength in your abs, lift them a little bit higher. We flex and point, flex and point. One more time, flex and point. Bring the legs down, standing up, and then come on the side of the chair. Coming onto the side of the chair. Bring one hand on top of the chair, and then we bend the outer leg. Maybe you're bending it and this is enough. Maybe you can reach for the foot and bring the heel a little closer towards your bum. Pause it here, feel the stretch in the front part of your leg. Last one. And slowly release, give it a shake. Same thing to the other side. Come all the way around. Hand comes on top of the chair, bend the outer leg, grab the foot, and then bring the foot closer towards your bum. Take 2 more moments here. And once again, release, give it a shake. Now we will come in front of the chair. So coming in front of the chair, staying hip distance apart, and then we turn one way. Let's turn this way first. Bend that front leg. Feel the stretch in your back calf. Bring the hands onto your lower back. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Pause and hold it here. And we change, bending into that back leg, lift the toes on the front foot, pulling the toes towards you. Your hands are either resting onto your knees or grabbing for the chair as a support here. And then you release, turn towards me, and then we turn the other way. Same thing, bend into that front knee, knees gently bend. Bring the hands into your lower back, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. And change, straightening the front leg, keep your spine nice and long, sending the hips slow. 3 more moments here. And then taking yourself to the center. From here we start lunging side to side. Just making sure you have enough space behind you, you don't run into your chair. Lunging side to side, and then choose one side where you want to pause and hold. And then you pause and hold, you can keep it higher up, or maybe you go a little bit lower. And then taking it to the center, to the other way. Once again, pause and hold it here for a few more moments. And to the center, keeping the legs nice and wide. Reach the hands tall, and with the exhale, taking it all the way down, wherever your hands allow you. Maybe clasping the opposite elbows, allow everything to be nice and heavy. Maybe your hands can make it all the way to the ground. 2 more moments here. And then heel-toe your feet, heel-toeing your feet towards each other, keep them hip distance apart, and lifting yourself all the way up. From here, cross the arms, bend the knees, come as low as you possibly can, lift it up, shaking it off. 2 more, take it all the way down, nice and low, reach, and shaking it off. Last one, take it nice and low, lift, and shaking it off. Very last thing, bring the hands onto your hips, couple of hip circles, and then the other way. Perfect. Pause and hold it here. So, we are nice and warm. Let me just pause the music for now. Bear with me a second. Perfect, let's pause the music. I'll quickly check the comments. Okay, so let's get into our routine. So today we will be starting standing next to the chair. So let's run through first couple of moves. We're standing next to the chair. So let's come as close to the chair as possible, so the legs literally touching the chair. And then take a step away and then bring the leg in. So you have a space like a step away, because we will be extending the leg, so we don't want to be too close, otherwise we kick the chair, but we don't want to be too far. In fact, I'll move my chair a little so I have a little bit more space. Okay, so once again, let's come next to the chair, so you're gently touching the chair, take a step to the side and then bring the leg in. So that's roughly the distance where you need to be when we start the routine. We'll be standing, roll the shoulders back, keep your chest nice and proud. We are dancing burlesque. So the very first move, once I will play the music, you will hear there will be beats. So on each beat, we will do something. So the beats will start nice and slow. We'll introduce the moves, and then they'll start getting a little bit faster. There is going to be other music laying into it, so we will add a little bit more movement and a little bit more swaying. Will all make sense once we play the music, I promise. So standing here, we will start with our right leg. So firstly, when you hear the first beat, the right leg is going to come to the side. So you will step the leg to the side. Okay, stepping the leg to the side, first beat. Second beat, you bring the hand to the side. Third beat, the hand will rise up, so we'll come into an L shape. And then you bring it all the way back down. We'll do the same thing, but to the other side, towards the chair. So, left leg, second arm, and then you rise the hand all the way up, and once again you bring it in. Okay, so nice and slow. Let's do this one more time. First beat, right leg. Second beat, right hand. Third beat, opposite arm goes up. Bring it in, and then we step, hand, and go up, and bring it in. Okay, so let's do this one more time. First beat, right leg, right arm, reach up. Take it to the center, and then left leg, left arm, reach, and take it to the center. Okay, perfect. So let's try this with some music so you can start hearing the beat and that you will understand a little bit more what I'm trying to explain you here. Okay, so I will just play a little bit of a music from the previous track so you have a time to get back. So get to your starting position, starting with your right leg. So coming here, and then 3, 2, 1, leg, arm, reach, bring it in, and leg, arm, reach, bring it in. Perfect. Let's do this 2 more times, okay? Exactly the same way. Okay, all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1, starting with your right leg. Leg, arm, reach to the center. Leg, arm, reach to the center. Perfect. One more time and then we will continue. Okay, so let's do this one more time. All the way from the top, starting with your right leg. 3, 2, 1. Arm, reach, center. Leg, arm, reach, center. Perfect. Okay, so let's add on from here. As you could perhaps start hearing, the beats are still carrying through, but there's like another underlying tone. So it's not fully fastening up the music, but it's getting another layer. So from the top, we start right, right, up. Bring it in, you go left, left, up, and in. Second time you will repeat exactly the same thing, and you have 2 options. You can do exactly the same thing we've just done. Right arm up, down, left arm up, in. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, if you can start hearing that second layer of the music, as you step it to the side, you can give me a hip roll, sorry. So side with the hip, then you bring the arm, maybe with a little wave, reaching the hands nice and tall. And then maybe a little wiggle, bring it down. And same thing goes for the other side. Leg maybe with a hip, arm maybe a little twirl, maybe as you're reaching the hand you keep twirling and then bring it back in. Okay, so we'll repeat exactly the same moves. You can stick to what we've done the first time, or you add a little bit of a movement. It can be anything, whatever you feel the music is doing with your body. Okay, so let's do this together without the music, and then we will put the music on. All the way from the top, so starting with leg, hold, arm, hold, other hand, hold, to the center, leg, hold, arm, hold, reach, hold, to the center. Second time, you can add the movement. Leg, maybe roll, arms keep rolling, reach it up, center and leg and arm, back to the center. Okay, so let's try this with some music because it will make more sense and you will start feeling more into that beat. Let's do this with some music all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. Leg, hold, up, center, leg, arm, up, center. Second time, and you can move. 2, 3, and inside. 1, 2, 3, and in. Perfect. Let's do this two more times, so you can start feeling into the music and whatever additional movement you would like to add. So come back to the center, starting with your right leg. Right arm, reach, and center. Left, left, up, center. Bring the movement in. Arm, up, center, and side. Arm, up, center. Perfect. One more time, so we can get used to fully the music in a bit, and then we will add on all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. And left. Arm, reach, center, and leg. Arm, reach, center, and move. Arm, reach, center, and leg. Arm, reach, center. Perfect. Okay, so let's add on from here a little. So we had 2 repetitions of the same 3 moves. Once you're just holding, second time you can either hold or add the movement. Okay, so after second time we finished, with your right leg you'll take step forward, you'll lean forward onto that leg, and then you will take step back. Okay, as you do the step forward, we will add the arms. So we step forward. As you're stepping forward, you cross the arms forward, take them through the center, and open up. As you're stepping back, the same way, you bring the leg, take the arms down, add the leg, steps back, and you lean back, arms are next to your body. Then you take the step to the center, bring the hands in, and then open them to the side like you're holding 2 hot plates. Okay, so let's do this a few more times because there's a lot of leg and arm movement. So firstly, right leg steps forward, you step the leg forward, cross the arms, reach them up, open up. The same way you got here, take them down, step it back, cross them in front of you, opposite leg steps back, and then bring the arms along next to your body, nice and wide. Bring it to the center, stepping to the center, and then open the palms up and to the side. Okay, let's do this one more time. Right leg steps forward, cross and reach up. Take it back, cross in the middle, step it back. And then to the center in front of you, open the palms to the side. And as you are going here, you can keep it nice and steady, or you can bring a little bit of a wiggle. So once again, when you hear the music, you might want to decide, okay, I can move a little here. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So let's link it all together from here, all the way from the top, starting with your right leg. Right leg hold, right arm hold, left arm up, bring it down, other side, leg, arm, up, in. Do it again with some movement, arm and up, in, side, arm, up and in. Now we step forward and reach, take it down and back and center, open up. Yeah? Let me know in the comments if you need a little bit of a adjustment on something needs to be explained a little bit more. But what we will do now, we will just put some music on so we can practice with some music. Okay? So come to your starting position. Let's take it all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. Starting with your right leg, arm, reach, and in, leg, arm, reach, and in. Do it again with movement, leg, arm, reach, and center, and leg, arm, reach, and center. You step forward, open, take it back, arms, center, open up. Perfect. So let's do this 2 more times, all the way from the top. Let's get practicing. All the way from the top, get into your starting position. 3, 2, 1. Leg, arm, reach, and center. Leg, arm, reach, and center. You step and arm and reach to the center, and leg and arm and reach and center. Step forward and forward. Open, center, take it back and center, open. Beautiful. Okay, one more time before we add on. 3, 2, 1. Arm, reach, center, and left. Arm, reach, center, and left. Arm, reach, center, and left. Arm, reach, and center. You step forward and take it back and center, open up. Hands onto your hips. Perfect. Beautiful. So, as you already noticed, from here you're opening the palms and then bring the hands onto your hips. Yeah? So let's add on a little bit from here. Hands are on the hips and we will take a full circle around the chair. So it's a little bit more than a circle because you want to end in front of the chair. So I'll show you first. You will end here. We came from this into bring the hands onto your hips. There is going to be a gentle pause in the music, as you've probably already heard. So you'll pause it here for a moment, waiting in this position. And then we will take that walk. Walk around the chair. As you walk around the chair, you can swing your hips, bring them up and down, and then coming in, standing in front of the chair. So actually, we'll come standing like a couple of inches away from the chair, so a little bit away. Okay, from here, we will add, I think it's 3 moves. Let's see, you know my counting sometimes is not the best. So you are here, you can still keep the hands onto your hips. And then you will extend the leg. Okay, I'll just move a little bit forward so you can see my feet. So you'll extend the leg, point the toes, and then you lift the toes, bring the heel on the ground, and bring it to the center. Then you repeat on the other leg. Point and forward, heel, and bring it back. Okay, so it's like 3 steps on each leg. So let's do this again. You point, you reach forward, point, heel, take it back, and point, heel, take it back. Okay? Let's just pause it here. Let's do a little bit of a practice before we get into something further. So we finished here. We came from this 2 hands onto your hip, little pause. You take the walk around the chair, walking it around the chair, coming in next to the chair, and then from here you point, heel, and in, point, heel, and in. It's like a ballet toe. Okay, so let's do this all together without the music first, and then we will put some music on. Okay, so starting here, leg, arm, reach, center, leg, arm, reach, and center. Do it again, leg and arm and reach, center and leg, arm and reach, center. We step forward, arms go up, take it down, step it back to the center, palms open, wiggle, wiggle, hands on hips, you pause. Walk around the chair, take that walk, and then we are next to the chair. You point and heel, in, point and heel, in. Perfect. So let me reposition my chair once again so I can move here a little. Perfect. So what we will do now, we will do this all the way from the top with some music. So let me put some music on. Come to your starting position and 3, 2, 1. Leg, arm, reach, center and leg, arm, reach, center. Do it again. Leg, arm, reach, center and leg, arm, reach and center. You step forward, up, center, back, and wiggle here. Hands onto your hips. You wait and walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We point, heel, back, and point, heel, and back. Perfect. So let me pause it here. We will do this 2 more times with the music so you can get fully used to what we are doing before we add on. So let's do this 2 more times all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. Starting with your right leg and the right arm, up, center and leg, arm, up, center. Bring some move, arm, reach and center to the side. 2, 3 and center. We step forward, back and center to wiggle open. Hands onto your hips. You pause and walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and point. Heel, in and point, heel and in. Perfect. Let's do this 1 more time. Okay, 1 more time all the way from the top. Leg, arm, reach, center and leg, arm, reach and center to the side, arm, reach and center and leg, arm, reach and center. We go forward and back to the center, palms open onto your hips. Wait and walk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and point. Heel, in and point, heel and in. Perfect. Fantastic. So let's finish the routine of here. So we'll add a few more moves before we fully wrap it up. So we finished here, we are next to the chair. You did your point and heel, back in, point and heel, back in. Now we'll do pretty much the same, but we will be stepping to the side. We will start this way, the same way we started at the beginning of the routine. You come to the side, you point, and you go on a heel. Hands are still here. Put the foot down. You bend into your knees, swing the hips the other way, and then bring yourself to the center. Okay, so let's do this one more time. You extend the leg on the point, heel, and then you bend and swing. Perfect. Step it back in. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Point and heel, swing the leg as you are here, and the chair is right behind you. Okay, so let's do this all together with when the legs are both next to each other. So we extend forward, heel, back, forward, heel, back. Other leg, you go side, heel, bend and swing, bring it forward, bring it together. Opposite leg, point and heel, swing to here. Okay, from here we will keep the hands onto our hips. Give me a bend into your knees, stroke to your knees, lift it back up, leg comes gently in, so you can wiggle to take a seat on the chair. And then from here we will be just looking for your final pose. It can be this, it can be this, you can be here. Okay, so anything you need. So let's try this right away with some music. Let's take it all the way from the top. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Arm, reach, center and left. Arm, reach and center. Do it again. Left. Arm, reach and center and leg. Arm, reach and center. We step forward, back to the center. Weight it here and walk. You point, heel, center and point, heel, center, side, heel, swing the hips and center, point, heel, swing and here, wiggle it down and final pose. Perfect. So let's do this 2 more times, and each time I'll be talking less and less so you can enjoy the music. So let's do this all the way from the top. Coming to your starting position, start with your right leg to the side. Right. Arm, reach, center and left. Side, reach and center. Do it again. Leg and out and up. Center. Out and up. Center. You step forward. Take it back to the center. Little wiggle. Hands onto your hips. Wait. Walk around. Next to the chair, you point, heel, back, and point, heel, and back. To the side, heel, swing, and back. Point, heel, swing, and wiggle down for your final pose. Perfect. One more last time, and I won't talk at all. 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. Beautiful. So this is today's routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments, how did you find today's routine? And we will take it very quickly through a cool down. So come sitting onto your chair, extend both of your legs, and then we will do 3 taps towards your toes, and 2, and 3, and then we hold, place the legs anywhere onto your legs, and slowly release. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. From here we bring the legs nice and long, and then once again we will bring taps towards your toes, and 2, and 3, and then bring it to the top. Slide the hands down onto your knees, hold it here. Slowly to release, legs, feet flat onto the ground, reach your hands tall, and then once again to that forward fold. Slowly to release, and then we reach the arms tall, come into your side stretch, and then you go the other way. Let's do one more on each side. The other way, and then bring your legs together. We look up and down, look up and down, back to the center one way, then the other, 2 more, and then to the center. Thank you so much for everyone joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you either in 2 weeks time just for the seated version of burlesque, or in a month's time for our chair burlesque. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.